Hi, my name is Alex and I'm the Secretary General of NAIMUN 58.
And hi, my name is Sanjana Jain and I'm the Director General of NAIMUN 58.
Our Secretariat is going to show you a simulation of a typical General Assembly committee along with some helpful commentary of parliamentary procedure. Enjoy.
Greetings, delegates. My name is Faith, and I'm going to be your chair for this committee, the Social, Cultural, and Humanitarian Committee, known as SACUM. Let's now do a roll call so we know who's here. Argentina?
Present.
Botswana?
Present.
Croatia?
Present and voting.
Great. New Zealand?
Present.
Vietnam?
Present.
Great. Since we've already set the topic to the rights of Indigenous peoples, are there any points or motions on the floor? New Zealand?
Motion for a 6-minute moderated caucus with a 1-minute speaking time on the subject of disadvantages Indigenous groups face in rural communities.
That is in order. Are there any other points or motions on the floor?
Point of parliamentary inquiry. What's a moderated caucus?
I'm so glad you asked. A moderated caucus is an opportunity for delegates to talk about a specific subject within the topic selected for an allotted period of time. When making a motion for a moderated caucus, delegates should make sure to state the topic, duration, and speaking time.
Thank you. Since there are no other points or motions, let's take a vote on this. All of those in favor of this motion for a moderated caucus, please raise your placard. Great, this motion passes. All those wishing to speak, please raise your placard. Croatia? You've been recognized. Delegate, you have the floor.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Delegates, I want to emphasize the struggles that Indigenous groups face across the world when it comes to basic human rights, such as healthcare, education, and voting rights, just to name a few. I hope we can come together and come up with solutions to address these difficult topics. Thank you, and I yield my time to the chair.
Now that we've finished the moderated caucus, are there any other points or motions on the floor? Yes, Botswana?
Motion for a 10-minute unmoderated caucus.
That is in order. Are there any other motions on the floor?
Point of parliamentary inquiry. What's an unmoderated caucus?
Another excellent question. An unmoderated caucus is a suspension of formal debate where delegates are able to freely discuss topics, form blocks with their other peers, and work on developing a resolution.
One more point of parliamentary inquiry. What's a resolution?
Thank you for asking. A resolution is a document created by a block of delegates meant to address the topics of a committee and outline innovative solutions to the issues that are being discussed.
Thank you. And since there are no more points or motions on the floor, let's take a vote. All of those in favor of a 10-minute unmoderated caucus, please raise your placards. Great. This motion clearly passes, and you may now enter the unmoderated caucus.
Hey, New Zealand and Botswana. I think we had similar ideas on finding ways to improve rights within Indigenous communities. Would you like to work with me on creating a resolution?
I think that's a great idea. I'm hoping we can come up with some potential solutions as well to increase access to education amongst the Indigenous youth population.
I'm also down. I mean, that now means that we have 3 sponsors, and I'll begin writing our ideas on a working paper before we present it to the committee.
I love your ideas. I'd be happy to be a signatory, which means that I don't necessarily agree with all of your ideas in the resolution, but I'd love to hear your work debated.
Once groups finish writing their working papers, they are presented to the committee as a draft resolution in what is known as voting procedure. Other delegates will get the time to ask questions and add amendments.
Since we have finished reviewing and amending all resolutions, we will go to vote on them in what is known as voting procedure. If half of the committee is in favor, the resolution will pass. All of those in favor of this resolution, please raise your placard. Great. This resolution passes. Congratulations, delegates.
Thanks for making it to the end of the video. We hope this gave you some insight into how a J-style committee at NAIMUN will carry out.
We can't wait to see y'all in February.